is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I've been going snippet roll crazy at the moment. I've been doing these whilst I've been watching TV, you know, with the children. And yeah, so I've got a few now. They're not the longest snippet rolls on the planet, but yeah, I've got a few. And I thought, let's come along and just make some toppers using our snippet rolls. So I've brought along my fabric samples, and I've used these lots of times before because I was lucky enough to pick, you know, a whole bunch up when a shop was closing down. So, you know, they're just the perfect size for a topper. So, you know, they just work perfectly. And I thought, let's make some toppers with our snippet rolls. So as you can probably see, I mean, straight away, they look so pretty on there, don't they? So let's just kind of move these to one side and decide, you know, which ones that we're going to use. So at the moment, I seem to have so many on here, I can't possibly see what's going on. So, I mean, that's quite nice on there. It wouldn't have been my obvious choice, but yeah, I definitely quite like it. I mean, this end one, sorry, on the blue, not this one on the pink. I'm just going to check whether I might have a different one. You know, that I would prefer to use. That's quite nice as well. Well, let's go for this one. So I'm just going to tear that down like that. Okay, that's probably all I want to use from that one. So let's bring in the next one. So I've got another blue velvet here actually. So I wonder if we might have another piece that would look really good on here. That section there looks quite nice, doesn't it? Oh, so does that section. Oh, so does that one. Oh, they all look quite good, to be honest. Yeah, I quite like all of them. Oh, decisions. I think I quite like this section here, to be honest. So I'm just going to tear this off here. And then probably here. Thinking. So, yeah, like that. Okay, so that's a couple of blue ones, and then this gorgeous pink, definitely something from here, I'm thinking. Ooh, loving most of this against the pink, to be honest. Just depends how bold we actually want to be. So yeah, perhaps we won't be so bold, perhaps we'll just go for this little section here. And yeah, let's just tear that down. So probably about there. Okay. Oh, how pretty does that look? Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, right. So let's just kind of layer these up and do some bits with these because, you know, they look really pretty on there. But of course, you know, they're not the biggest, you know, items on the planet. So they possibly would be a little bit, you know, lost kind of just looking like that on a cover. So of course we want to build them up by putting some other things around. So let's just have a look and see. I've got some lace and things, and I've got some ribbons, I've got some sari silks and things like that. So I've also got some little fabric flowers, I've got paper flowers and things. So, you know, plenty of things that we can look at sort of building it up with. So we could always put some background paper in, you know, behind. I don't know whether actually that might be, you know, detracting from what was actually quite nice against the velvet. Yeah, maybe we don't want to do that. Let me just see what other paper I've got here laying around. So hold on. Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of having a look to see what else I've got floating around on the desk that, you know, could be a possible piece. I mean, that's not too bad. So let's just tear this down. I mean, like I say, it's actually hard to know whether this is actually detracting, you know, from the piece or whether it's adding to it. Because, I mean, I did quite like the look of it just on the blue velvet. But to be fair, if we put it like this, you've still got plenty of the velvet. And actually, you know, depending on how we position it, we can still have it lower or upper, so you know a lot of it is still looking like it's on the velvet, if that makes sense. Not looking like it's on there, it is on there. So yeah, we could probably have it like that, to be honest, which would be quite nice. Let me just check that I wouldn't prefer it. Oh, I might prefer it like that. So I'm just going to tear this down a little bit across there. Okay, might have to bring it down slightly. Oh no. Yeah, that's okay. So yeah, let's just put this down now. I'm going to just try and use my 3-in-1 on my Fabri-Tac. I have to say, really not got a lot left in this bottle. I don't even know whether there's enough to glue this down. Oh, I don't think there is. Isn't that just so typical? I thought perhaps there would be just about enough to put it on here, but to be honest, I don't think there even is really enough for that. Oh, well, that's very annoying, isn't it? Oh, perhaps there is. It's just, you know, like where it's then in the corners of the bottle, it's quite hard to get it out. So, right, I'm going to have to just go in with my hot glue, which I didn't really want to do because this is just copy paper thickness. And, you know, it might be a bit bumpy now, but that's all right. We just press it down quite hard and then hopefully it won't be too bumpy. So, like that. And probably by the time we put some other things on here anyway, probably not much of this will even be showing. It's just our sort of starting point. So like that, okay. And then we're going to have this here. Now again, just want to probably just ink up these edges slightly, just because you know, where I've torn it apart now, it's just got a little bit of the white showing. So just there, and just anywhere where there's a little bit of white. So, whoops, like that. Oh, how pretty is that? Looks really nice, doesn't it? Okay, now, like I say, I've got some sari silk and things here, so I'm just going to see if we might want to have some sari silk. So it's all got caught up, but I've got this one which, although is turquoise, there's something kind of like calling me saying it might just look okay on here. I know there's nothing else turquoise on here, so why is that even entered my head it's a mystery, but something was just kind of saying, oh, it might look okay. Right, just need to glue down here on these edge bits. I mean, obviously hot glue for this paper is not really ideal, but it's okay when it's thicker paper, but the copy paper is, you know, it's an odd choice, it's got to be said. Okay, just got some blue velvet ribbon. Let's just try this instead. Don't know whether I might want to have a bit of lace coming out. So let's just try that. So I'm just using this crochet lace, which I just love using the crochet lace. Now, wondering whether I wanted to have it underneath here coming out, or do we want to have it at the top? Oh, like that, I think, yeah. So I might just have it kind of to the side like that. So, I mean, all you're doing is really building things up, you know, in layers, aren't you? And, you know, obviously we've had our toppers series recently, so hopefully you got kind of maybe lots of ideas and things from that. It was just really that I had these snippet rolls that I've been crazily making, and I thought, oh, I think they would be really nice on toppers. So yeah, although, you know, I do appreciate that we have done toppers recently, I thought, well, actually, I think this would be quite nice to do as well. Right, I'm going to staple the blue velvet ribbon down, I think. So I'm just going to, actually just use my big staple. I know it's not quite so nice as the tiny attacher, but obviously this is kind of thick now because it's 2 layers of velvet. It's got the lace, it's got the velvet, you know, here of the underneath piece. So I just feel like actually it probably needs bigger staples. So like that. Okay. So actually probably just here. Right. Oh, that's not even gone through there. So I mean, it really is pretty thick. I don't think this one's gone through either. Yeah, that tiny attacher definitely I don't think would have done this. That one's still not gone through. Oh, this one might not do it either. It has got a lot of layers to go through. Right. Seems to manage it at one end and not the other end. So let me just try moving it down. Okay, so that's gone through on both ends. And then this one. Let's just take that out and try again. No. So I've got the same scenario going on here where it's, you know, it's obviously got one too many layers, I think, there. So it just doesn't want to go through. So let's try it here. Has it gone through there? No. Nope. Oh, come on. Yeah, there's no way that tiny attacher would have gone through, is there? Right, I think this has now gone through. Yeah, okay. I should have really peeled this sticker off first, but didn't even give it any thought, to be honest. Okay, right. Let me get rid of all those staples. So I've just got sort of a funny bit here, so I'm just going to then glue this down like that. Okay. So, I mean, I had to just ruffle that in the end, according to how it would actually, you know, how the staples would go through. I didn't really kind of have much in the way of options because, of course, you know, it was just proving too thick. So, yeah, I had to just embrace, you know, where it wanted to go. So I'm going to pop that, I think, on there. So let's just hot glue that down like that. Okay. And like I say, I mean, once you're using the thicker paper, you know, it's not a problem. The hot glue, you know, loves using that. It was just that thinner copy type paper that was slightly, you know, I was questioning or not sure about that. And I still, you know, still now, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I mean, it's worked okay. So let's just see whether we want to have any more lace, like maybe coming out. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? So I'm just going to glue that down on here. Like that, okay. And that's then just building it up so we've got less of a regular shape, you know, or more of an irregular shape, perhaps I should say. Instead of just having that boring rectangle, it's now kind of taking off different, or taking it in different directions, which just makes it more interesting to look at, doesn't it, really? So let's just see whether I've got some of those kind of crochet type trim flowers. I'm thinking these would look quite nice. Yeah. Right, let's take 3 of these to start with at least. So just cut them off. Like that. Oh, that's quite nice up there, isn't it? I know it's kind of overhanging in a strange way over the ribbon, but I think it looks quite pretty. We could even have it. Yeah, I mean, I think that looks quite nice. What do you think? I know it is a little bit on the bumpy side because it's overhanging that ribbon, but I don't mind it. I think it still looks quite nice. So yeah, I'm going to kind of do that, I think. So just gluing that down here. Like that. Okay. And then I'm just going to kind of dab in some glue here, like that. So they are pressed down onto that blue ribbon. Okay. Yeah, that looks quite pretty. I mean, although that's gone over that blue ribbon, so you might be thinking, oh, well, what was the point in having the blue ribbon there? But like I say quite often, you know, the thing is you've built up the layers, and weirdly enough, although it looks like, well, there wasn't really much point in having the blue ribbon, if you took the blue ribbon out, it would lose one of the dimensions and then just not have so much, yeah, so much kind of pretty effect, really. So I think although the ribbon is now, effectively covered up quite a bit, or completely even. You know, without that, you wouldn't have that bright blue kind of poking through. It would be flatter. So you just kind of lose that little bit of extra interest. Now, again, just wondering whether I could just have a little bit plate down here. And then again, just another little bit of ribbon coming out there. So I'm just going to glue this down. Okay, so we've got lots of really nice, beautiful blue colours, haven't we, on here? And could always glossy accent the book plate there as well. So I'm just going to glue this ribbon down now. And yeah, let's just glue it on here. Like that. And then just the last bit here. And I quite like it when it's going, you know, like all curvy all over. So I'm going to kind of drag it back down like that. So it's, again, not just going in a straight line, but it's got a bit of a natural curve going on. It just all adds to the, you know, the interest when you look at it. So, and stops it looking, you know, I hate it when it looks really kind of just square or rectangular. I like it when it's got a bit more, I don't know, of an eclectic shape, I suppose, going on. So I'm just going to then trim this off. Do it with a dovetail like that. So how gorgeous does that look? It's so pretty, isn't it? And I'm even thinking this probably could take an extra bit of lace down the side or something like that. So possibly even, you know, possibly even like that. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So just need to hold that out the way, put some glue down, and then, yeah, like that. Oh, how scrummy does that look? Absolutely scrumptious. So, you know, we've changed the shape completely. It's no longer just a boring flat rectangle. It's, you know, it's got lots more interest and lots more kind of dynamic. Well, yeah, lots more interest. Let's just call it like that. So that's the first one. Right, let's do the pink one. Just in case I don't get time for many. I don't want to do two blue ones, you know, and not have time for anything else. So yeah, let's bring this one in now. Again, what should we bring in for this? So again, just got that crochet lace and you know, so again, just sticking with that theme of like building up the layers. I've got some of those gorgeous flowers that I'm always using at the moment. One's from Amazon. I just really do love these, I have to say. They're so pretty. Oh yeah, definitely can have one of those on there. Looks super scrumptious, doesn't it? Okay, and I've just got some white lace here. I don't know whether the white lace would look weird, but let's just give it a try. Oh, I quite like the white lace, weirdly enough. Yeah. So, right, let's start by putting the white down the edge. Like that. Okay. Like that, down that edge. And then, well, might even leave that hanging because, you know, it maybe would be nice hanging when you come to use it. And if when you come to use it, you didn't want it hanging, you can always cut it off at that point, can't you? So just going to glue these flower layers together. So like that. Okay. Yeah, these flowers are so cute. Honestly, they're one of my favourite things at the moment. Well, if you watch my channel, you've probably noticed because I keep just using them on practically everything that I've made. But they just, yeah, they're one of those things. They look good everywhere. Everywhere you put them. Right, I've also got my bright pink flower trims, so just going to try those somewhere. Could even have that as a like centre in that flower. How pretty does that look? Yeah, really love how that looks. Let's just see what else we've got. Some bows here, so let me just bring in a bow. Hold on, just getting one of my ready-made bows from my jar. Oh, that's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I just love that colour. That colour pink is so scrummy, isn't it? So that's quite nice, isn't it? And then also got, oh, how gorgeous would that look? You know, sometimes less is more. Yeah, don't very often say that, it's got to be said. But just occasionally less is more. So yeah, let's quickly glue this down. Like that. And then we're just going to glue this whole snippet piece down. Like that, okay. Yeah, love how that looks. And then this beautiful flower, just love it, off to the side. So yeah, let's just pop that down. Just there like that. Okay, and yeah, I quite like that with the, you know, the flower in the centre actually. I think that's quite a nice look. So pop that down there. Okay. Yeah, gonna hang this little sort of charm off there. Just wondering, sorry, I've still got those flowers here, so just wondering whether we needed any more of those. It might be too much, but oh, how cute does that look? Just with the little flower coming out from the bow. Let me just see if we have 2 layers of the petals. And then this. Oh, I love how that looks. Right, okay. So let's just glue this down. Okay, oops. One. And then the next layer. Ooh. Come on, come on, come on. Like that. Okay. Yeah, that looks really pretty, doesn't it? And then, yeah, we're going to put the bow on there. Now, just before I put that on, just before I kind of, you know, decide that's everything for that little corner, I'm just going to see, you know, it's like, oh, how many things can we get coming off of there? But just going to see whether we might want to incorporate a tassel. This might be like a real big step too far, but let's just give it a try. Oh, how cute. How cute. Now I wonder whether I could actually just wrap that tassel around the bow. Haven't tried this. I don't know whether this is going to work or not, but let's give this a try. Oops. Oh, it's still way too long, isn't it? Yeah, it is really, isn't it? What do we think? Do we think that that looks okay being that long? Or do we think actually it would look better if it's just, you know, glued on there much shorter? Let me just hang those back up before they just, you know, get lost somewhere, because it's very easily done. Oh, just wondering whether I want to have any more of these, so hold on. You know, just while they're still here from that other piece, I might as well just try them, mightn't I? So, oh, we might be getting too much. This one might look better with a sort of slightly cleaner look, you know, I'm not saying less is more, you know, exactly, but because it's still got quite a bit on there. Oh, I can't decide about that tassel now. Let me just take it back off and, you know, just imagine it glued down. Yeah, let's go for it a bit shorter. So let's just cut that down. Right, just going to glue this now in here. So like that. Oops. Like that. Oh dear. Okay, and then the key I'm going to have hung from the bow, I think. Just wondering whether I want to have just forgot about these, but I've got some of these flower trims as well, which yeah, I'd totally forgotten about, but obviously these are kind of ideal because they're, you know, they're these pretty pinks and things. So oh, how gorgeous does that look? So again, just, you know, making it now slightly more of an irregular shape by adding some bits and pieces around. You know, it's just then giving it a bit more shape, and also obviously expanding the size of it, you know, by just putting one or two things hanging around. Right, I'm going to glue this bow down, and then we can always, you know, attach like the charm with the bulb pin in a minute. So let's just get the bow glued down on there. And that's one less thing to be moving around, you know, because like I always say, all the time things are moving about, there is a tendency to then want to move them, you know, and try them in other places. So sometimes I just find it really helpful to just get things stuck down. And then, you know, I've no longer got the option of, oh, well, do I like that there? Or, you know, would I prefer to move it? It's like, well, it's stuck down now, you know, even if I kind of then think later, oh, maybe I would have preferred it somewhere else. I sometimes actually think getting it stuck down is more helpful, you know, even if you kind of then think, you know, would have preferred it somewhere else. I think the action of having it glued down kind of outweighs any regret you might have about putting it in the wrong place. That's just my opinion, but yeah. All the time I've got sort of endless options, of course, I just keep moving things, you know, looking at those endless options. So, you know, once you take some of those options away, it almost kind of simplifies the process, I think. So that's definitely, you know, something that I find to be the case. Right, just thinking, you know, we could probably have another one of these little flowers, couldn't we? Maybe there. Okay. Should we have one more? You know, just in case we haven't quite got enough. I mean, obviously that whole less is more thing's gone out the window now. So I'm back to more is more now. Maybe on there. Maybe up there. Maybe there. Don't know. In the flesh, it looks quite nice. And then I just caught sight of it on the camera and thought, oh, that doesn't look very nice. Yeah, it does look nice here. It's got to be said. But yeah, looking down, I suddenly thought, oh, doesn't look all that nice looking down on it. For some reason. I don't know why. But yeah. Right, okay, let's do that. Right, let me find a little bulb pin. She says, now of course I can't find a bulb pin. I know I've got some in here, but yeah, here we go. Sorry, I've got hot glue threads now all over me. Oops. Right, and actually I'm just thinking I could also have one of those little coloured cabochons. No, they're not those. They're the coloured gems. The coloured gems that we did in that Christmas series. If I've got a pink one, then we could probably have that dangling as well. So just pull that one in. Yeah, it is pink. Again, it looked pink and then I moved it and it no longer looked pink. Yeah, okay. Then put the key on behind it. Oh my goodness. Right, and then I'm going to just thread that through the bow, if it will go. Come on. Oops. No, I've gone off at a weird angle, so it's now coming through like... Oh, come on. Come on, come on. What have I done now? Obviously hooked this up somewhere. Oh, come on. This would have obviously been easier before I glued it down, but yeah, too late now. I'd glued it down thinking, oh, I'll just put the bulb pin in afterwards, but yeah, it's not now proving very easy to do. Oh, now I've bent my bulb pin all completely out of shape. Oh gosh, is that even going to still do up? Not really. Oh, I might have bent it beyond repair. Right, let's try again. Perhaps I can try and just do it, yeah, more like to the side. Oh, come on, do up, do up, do up. My goodness, I can't see what I'm doing here at all. Right, how's that done up? Yeah. Right, okay, got there eventually. That was a long-winded process after all, wasn't it? And can always kind of put it, the bulb end of the bulb pin, I suppose, like that. Okay. So, yeah, that one's got a little, you know, little dangly charm, which looks quite pretty, doesn't it? And, yeah, I mean, obviously that would be like that, sort of glued onto a book. So, there's that one. Let's quickly do this one now. So, again, obviously it's another blue one. And, yeah, let's, again, go in with maybe some lace. So... we're just having a quick scoot around the desk, seeing what lace I've got. You know, whether we want to have a different lace. I've got some black here. I'm not saying black is going to look quite right. It might look really terrible. But let's just see. Because this has got some pink trim on it. Okay. Just see if I kind of cut it down so it would just have like a strip on the edge. So let's take that and cut it down here, for example, and then just cut along here. Okay. Right, let's try this. So that would be glued down on that edge, and then, yeah, like that. That's quite pretty, isn't it? And I wonder whether we could brighten it up with some of these flowers. You know, just again, because they just happen to be here now, really, from the last pieces. I thought, well, actually, they might look quite pretty on there. So I'm going to start by gluing this on. So again, just hot gluing it, and it's hot gluing through that lace as well, which will obviously hold the lace in place. So, right, like that. Okay, press that down. And obviously, because this has got sort of different colours and things in it, that's why I'm thinking we could probably get away with, you know, adding a few different sort of colours on here. So although it's, you know, we've now got the black lace, I'm thinking we could easily kind of incorporate some of these other colours, because it has actually got some other coloured bits on there as well. So let's just take this. Okay. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day, maybe doing some crafting. Love to hear what you're working on. I know I say it all the time, but you know, it's so nice to share, because it really is very inspirational. You know, if you're kind of struggling for ideas and things, to just hear what other people are working on is sometimes, you know, sparks an idea. Or, you know, even if you do the same thing they're doing, that's absolutely fine. But, you know, if you didn't want to do the same thing, it might just spark something else, you know, for you. So it's really lovely to share what we're all doing, isn't it? So I'm thinking maybe we might be able to incorporate something like that. So just going to cut this sorry silk there, because it had a sort of hemmed type part on there. And yeah, I'm going to ruffle this across the bottom. So just going to hot glue this like that. And of course that's now gone onto that lace, which again, I hadn't attached that lace there. So it's just sort of glued the lace in place like that. Okay. And then let's go down here like that. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh dear, this is super tricky. Because every time I try and ruffle this, of course, what's happening is the velvet is just folding and scrunching with the sari silk, which of course is not what I wanted at all. Okay, right. So that is like that. I actually forgot I hadn't glued these down. Right. Yeah, I mean, I quite like how that looks. Now, just wondering whether we want to have any more coming down anywhere else. So maybe just before I glue those flowers on, I might just have a little bit, just a little bit kind of ruffled up here, and then have those flowers maybe stuck on it. So let's just take this. It would help if I kind of open it up a little bit, I think, because yeah, that one wasn't very open. And like I say, every time I then tried to ruffle it, obviously what happened was the velvet just kept moving. And of course that will still happen here. I haven't done anything to fix that from happening. Okay. Okay, and then just going to, yeah, have it going off here. Again, so it's like not at a straight line, but we've got then it going off, you know, at a little bit more of an interesting way, like that. Okay. Oh, I love how that looks. It's really pretty. Really pretty. So, yeah, now thinking... Ooh, now thinking, where do we want these? Or how do we want these? Maybe actually like that. So, yeah. Let's just glue these down. Like that. Okay, oops, like that. Okie dokie, and yeah, maybe that one there or up here. Maybe up here actually. Oops. Oh, that looks so pretty, doesn't it? I mean, again, this is very unexpected, you know, was not envisaging this going in this direction at all, but it actually looks really pretty like this. So, yeah, sometimes you just can't tell what direction something's going to head, can you, until you actually come to do it. Okay. And then do we want these down there, or maybe just one? Just cut that down so it's just one. That's quite nice actually. Oh, that's quite nice like that. So, wow, right, struggling to get to this part, but pop that down like that, I think. Yeah, like that. So again, what we've done is we've changed the shape now of this. You know, it's no longer just, you know, a rectangular piece. It's got a bit more of an interesting kind of shape going on. I mean, of course, essentially it is still rectangular, but, you know, it's just got a bit more interest really. So let's just see here. Oh, that's quite pretty. Put that in the centre of the flower. Oops. Check I've got it the right way up. Okay, like that, and then we could do the same up here. I've got some more of those tiny ones, so maybe there, And then this one, oh, that's really bright. I'm not sure that's quite right. But having said that, it might look right somewhere else. Oh. Don't mind it here actually, so I might just have that one on there. Yep. And then, oops, this one here. Can't tell which is the right way and the wrong way. Yeah, I think that is the right way. So just pop that one down there, and then, okay. Oh dear. Honestly, it's so hard to see whether they are the right way or the wrong way up. You know, you just, yeah, it's really tricky. Maybe this one here, weirdly. I quite like it down there. Okay. And then just see whether we want one more. Just because I've gone flower crazy now. But yeah, they look really pretty. And they definitely kind of add something different, don't they? You know, which is really nice. Okay, yeah, love how that looks. And I don't think that really needs anything else, to be honest. It's, you know, it looks just gorgeous as it is. Oh, do you know, I've just now thought, actually, I will just try one more thing. It maybe would look pretty with a bow. So let me just get rid of all these glue threads that have just accumulated down the side of this. So I'm just going to take some sari silk and try tying a bow, I think, from the sari silk. I mean, I have got the bows that are ready made by my desk, so I could pull in one of those, but I'm just going to try this. I mean, actually, this is slightly different colour to the sari silk that's on there, because when you buy the sari silk, it comes in this long, you know, it's like a sort of specially dyed, I guess, hand dyed sari silk. So, you know, they're all kind of slightly different colours in the length. But, I mean, of course, it tones fine. Oops. Just see. I mean, we could have that there, I suppose. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's quite nice up there. Right, let me just cut this down. Oops. That sari silk's got really thready, I must say. Yeah. Yeah, I quite like it here in that corner. So I'm going to just glue that down, and then I'll sort out those kind of the legs or the, you know, the bits that are hanging. We can sort those out in a minute. So yeah, just get it stuck down first. Okay, like that. Okay, so that looks pretty, doesn't it? And then just check whether I want to glue these like legs down or not. So, I mean, it could, I suppose, hook around behind there. That's quite pretty. Yeah, although it's weird, it's quite pretty actually. So yeah, let me just put some glue here and then just try and sort of attach it somehow to this. And obviously when you came to use this, that's when you could really, you know, glue things down exactly in the position that you want. I mean, all the time that it's not glued down, of course, it's quite tricky to actually, you know, put it in the place it needs to be. But once you come to use it, that's when you would obviously glue it properly in place. So let's have a bit of a clear up, and I'm just going to pull in a cover if I've got one handy, which now I'm thinking I'm not sure I've actually got one handy. So hold on a second, let me just have a look behind me. Oh, what have I got down here? Right, I have got this. Now, this is not ideal. It's not necessarily going to be, you know, the cover I would use, but just to obviously give you an idea. So that's that topper there. So super pretty, you know, and again, I mean, you could just kind of finish that off with maybe some more of that lace, you know, or something similar. like that. I mean, how pretty does that look? Maybe just another couple of flowers somewhere, or, you know, just anything really that would then kind of tie it all in together. So it doesn't have to be the same pieces. I just happen to obviously have those here. But you could always find something else that would coordinate quite nicely with it and then, you know, incorporate it like that. I mean, for instance, here, I've got some of that sort of collar. And again, obviously, it's just in black. So you could just kind of have that coming out, you know. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying quite like this, but how pretty does that look? You know, and that's obviously a completely different piece. You know, it's nothing like it really, other than the fact it just happens to be black. Again, I've got some more of those fuchsia flowers. So again, you know, could just put those somewhere. So you've got sort of just similar colours, and that would just bring it all in and tie it all together. So, you know, really pretty. So that's that one. Then we had the pink one. So obviously, again, you know, this is all quite floppy at the moment. And obviously it would stay like that until it's been glued down onto a cover. So that's how that looks. Isn't that so gorgeous? You know, again, this is not the cover I would put this on. But even being on this cover, how pretty does that look? And I just happen to have like some ruffle here. You could just put some ruffle down there. Again, you know, maybe if you've got some other flowers or something, you could put them around there. You could have a bow, could do another kind of sari silk bow or something, maybe down here. Let's just have a go. Let's just see. Oops. Oh. So something like that. I mean, I'm not saying that's the best bow in the world, but, you know, could fiddle around, make it look a bit better. And yeah, just kind of incorporate a little bow, you know, in the corner. Maybe some more ivory lace or something like that. So let's just try and straighten this out. Sorry about this. Like that. And yeah, let's bring that down slightly like that. And then, you know, maybe some more of the crochet lace or something similar, you know, down over the spine. How gorgeous does that look? Just looks beautiful, doesn't it? So that's that one. And then finally, we have got this one. So again, I'm just going to leave that crochet lace there just to kind of give you the idea. That would go there, obviously. And then, you know, again, if you've got anything else blue, so I'm just hunting around on my desk. I just happen to have some blue lace. Oh, it's lucky I've got just all this rubbish laying around, isn't it? You know, how gorgeous does that look? I mean, yummy, you know, and that was just laying there. But it looks so scrumptious, doesn't it, placed like that? So, yeah, hopefully that's given you some more ideas for using kind of snippet rolls and things like that with your toppers, or to, you know, to use and make toppers with. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks so much then. Bye.